So we haven't posted a video in a long time because there really hasn't been much to say as things develop over the next year. But right now we have some information about builders that have been announced for the Metro Lagoons community. My name is Andre Janal from the Adams Group. This is the one and only James Adams. And we have been dedicated to providing just updates on what's been going on in this development. I know people have felt very passionately about this. And so we're not here to tell anybody feel any certain way, but just provide information as it becomes available. And right now, today, we are going to talk about 3 builders that we know for sure are going to be in this community. James, what are you seeing on the site?
So looking here on the site, we've got 3 named builders. This is on Metro Places. You could do a Google search for Lake Hideaway Lagoon. It's going to pop up. You've got Lennar, D.R. Horton, and KB Homes.
Okay. Now, Lennar and D.R. Horton are 2 builders that have been around in our community for a long time. There's going to be a lot of information about Lennar and D.R. Horton homes around the Spring Hill area. And so between spot lots and communities like Avalon, Waterford, all of that, you're going to find that their presence here in our area is pretty solid. But the third one, KB Homes, I actually had not heard of. Are you familiar with KB Homes at all?
Just in a light sense. I've been through one tour with the KB Homes community, and very in line with the other 2 builders between Lennar and D.R. Horton. Spec-built homes. They do, I would imagine all of these builders are going to offer granite finishes in the kitchen. And you'll probably still see carpet in the bedrooms is what you'll see with all 3 of these, but a standard spec-built builder.
And so what we know from the other communities that have existed, there have been different tiers of homes between these builders. So
Yep.
some sort of like a base series and then a premier series kind of thing. So do we think that that's going to be what is being offered in this particular community as well?
I would imagine so. So D.R. Horton in particular, they've got their preferred series, and then they have their express series. And the differences are ceiling heights. Typically, the size of rooms are a little bit bigger. You get a different type of roof. So one will have a 3-tab shingle. The other one will have architectural shingle. And I know Lennar does a very similar plan where they have the lower end and the higher end. There's obviously a price difference, and they even have comparable sized plans on one side and the other. I would imagine that you're going to see both of those in here. And I'd also imagine that judging by these 3 builders, they want to establish that they can sell homes in the neighborhood. These 3 strike me as that we will see homes in the low to mid 300s on the smaller plans.
Okay.
Starting out the gate, just judging by what they're selling for here in the area.
Okay. And then when we look at other communities like Murata, we know that they ended up with 7 total builders. So it's fair to say that these 3 aren't going to be the only ones.
No, I can't imagine. I don't know how the inner workings of this goes as much, but I believe that they sell off different sections of the plat to each of the builders. So these are the 3 that must have come in and made vouchers for maybe it's the first phase and the second phase, which they're working on right now. That's the first section they're working on the left.
Okay. So Metro Lagoons is still scheduled to be coming up in 2025. And so I am not aware of any ground being broken just yet. But as developments come in terms of like what's going to be available that's verifiable, at least publicly, between Metro Places, we could save you a lot of time and effort if you just watch our updates. If you want to follow it, if you're one of those people that really want to be up to date on your own, metroplaces.com, look up Lake Hideaway Lagoon. In our previous videos, we talked about how to find all of this stuff on the county records. We know Hernando County got hacked, so that's made that quite difficult now, between their systems having been hacked and restored, being able to access information. So as we finish up this little update here, if you want to stay up to date on what's going on in this community, whether it's homes being built or just general updates in general, we will provide a link where you can sign up and get updates from us as they become available. Like I said, we're just part of this community. We're just giving updates as necessary and as available so that people in the community stay up to date on what is going on in Metro Lagoon community at Lake Hideaway. So until then, we will see you in the next video and hope you all having a great day.